Okay, so I just finished a 3 video mini comedy series on YouTube, Amnesia video 1, 2, and 3. It's labeled Amnesia Special Edition. Very unique. I have to say, it really caught my attention, and I actually finished all 3 videos. It actually holds your attention. It's pretty entertaining. Of course, it is low budget. It was made by students, younger kids. Um, Video 1 really puts a twist style of a mystery to grasp you, because it's kind of weird, because it kind of actually plays off of modern day beliefs that some strange things like this actually happen and stuff. So I wasn't really sure where the video series was going to take me. Video 2 ended up being a basically on the run. Pretty cool how they did it, um, from some character that you meet in that. And then video 3 is the pursuit of the filmer by the character, and then reversal roles, the filmer actually going after the pursuer. Um, the last video was the funniest. It was pretty entertaining. The voice that was used by the pursuer. There were several things about it that I liked. Like I said, it's not a blockbuster. It's not a TV series, but all in all, it'll hold your attention. It's only 16 minutes long. Very creative for these young minds to even think about this. So check it out.
You're really not going to believe about this video I just saw on the internet. It's on YouTube. It's Elliot Burroughs' Amnesia. It is just so funny. You start watching about this guy's amnesia. It's just really interesting. Then this blazoned, really weird looking face. Remind me of a Hawaiian tiki's on the screen, and it's a couple of times in the file and in the computers. And then I started wondering, is this really for real? And it's just really, it gives me the chills just to think about it. And then it's just, this guy gets, thinks his friend is behind it, but then you see this floating head on a train, and it just really, really strange. And it's making my skin crawl just to think about it. But you need to look it up for yourself and judge for yourself about Elliot Burroughs' Amnesia. It's just really crazy. It's just really funny. And can it really be real? Find out.
I'm a 39-year-old family man living in Canada, and I just watched Elliot Burroughs' film Amnesia. You want to talk about a predictable, cliched, terrible film? Well, that's the one I just watched. For crying out loud, I need amnesia to be able to watch it for the second time, let alone the third.
Hey, listen, I just watched I don't know if you'd say a weird film, a creepy film, but it's called Amnesia. It's the special edition, and so I think you need to look for it and be sure to watch it, because to me, not only was it just kind of weird and suspenseful, but after I got done watching this movie, it actually made me feel like, I don't know, I kind of felt paranoid myself. It's just one of them movies that you actually get into, once you start watching it and you start getting into it, it's just almost like you're there, like you're that person that's seeing all this weird stuff happening and, all around him. And to me, it's got some of the best footage that I've seen since the Blair Witch Project, and that's really saying something. But basically, without trying to give away the whole movie, because I ain't going to spoil it for you, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. It's just so weird. But this guy, he just wakes up and he's laying on his bed. He don't know if he got knocked out. He don't know what happened to him, basically. All of a sudden, he just feels this paranoia about him everywhere he goes, even when he goes to school, coming home from school. And even one of his buddies that he goes to school with notices that there's some things going on, and he gets all these kind of weird messages that's on his Facebook status and all kind of stuff, and it even creeps this guy out even more. And one of his friends even puts up a video camera at this guy's house. That way, when he walks in and out of the home, you know, it's filming him. I mean, the footage of this film is just it's really awesome. It is awesome, but it really captivates you. And once you get into it, you stay into it, and it's almost like you're there, and you're that guy. And that's how suspenseful it is, and how good it is. But this guy basically, he has a brother, and even his brother begins to see weird things happening all around him and things going on. So maybe he thought it was just a dream to begin with, but once he was awake and knew he was awake, knowing his buddy put up a camera there at his house, they begin to find all these crazy things happening, and this weird document that he finds outside his door. That camera actually captures it, and when he opens it up, it's this freaky looking face that is just, I don't know, it's just hard to explain. You just have to see it. But not only that, but he's a little bit suspicious about his friends. He said he saw some stuff on his computer that made him a little bit suspicious. So he went and he began to look and kind of spy on his computer a little bit, and then he began to see some of that same face and that creepy stuff. And he begins to create this file, and I'm not even going to tell you what this file is about, what this file does, but he jumps on a plane and he goes all the way out of country. And he's in another country, not even going to tell you what country it is, but he's in another country. He even catches a train trying to get away from this thing, and this thing is like in his head, it's in his mind. I don't know if it's real, if it's really there, if he's really seeing all this, or if it's just something that he's just thinking about, and still don't really know if he's actually having a dream or not. But all this crazy stuff is happening. It's following him around. It's following him out of his own country into another country. And to me, it was almost like it was just like a magnet. It was just drawing him away from his home and away to this other country. But then finally, at the end of it, he begins to see and begin to communicate with this thing, and this thing begins to talk to him. It begins to threaten to kill him, and all this sorts of things, just craziness that is really happening. But you really got to see this movie. It's called Amnesia, the special edition, and I guarantee you, once you get into it and once you start watching it, you're not going to be able to take your eyes off of it. But it's going to give you a real weird, creepy feeling. You're going to get so into it because of the suspense, and it's kind of like a riddle. It's just like putting together a puzzle. You know, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know really how it all plays out. Was he just dreaming? Or was this thing really following him? Was it working through his brother? Was it working through his friend? You just got to check it out. Amnesia Special Edition. It'll be the best movie you've seen. I guarantee you.
Did I tell you how cliched it was? Predictable, terrible, outrageously horrible film! I gotta tell you, Elliot, if you're listening to this, you gotta redo the film right now!